Good morning. My name is Javier Adrián Córdoba Ramos, and today I will present the topic Distillation columns for the course Equipment Design. In this presentation, I will explain the definition, operation, my components, separation principle, types, design variables, application, advantage, disadvantage, new words, question, conclusions, and reference relate to distillation columns. Introduction. Distillation columns are essential equipment in the chemical and petrochemical industries. They are used to separate liquid mixture based on difference in volatility or boiling points. They are commonly used in refined chemical plants and the production of alcohols, solvents, fuels, and organic products. Presentation objective. The objective of this presentation is to explain what distillation columns are, how to they operate, where they are used, and their main advantage and disadvantage in chemical engineering processes. What is a distillation column? A distillation column is a vertical piece of equipment used to separate liquid mixtures. Inside the column, raising vapor contacts descending liquid. The more volatile components more vapor, while the less volatile components concentrate at the bottom. The top product is called distillate, and the bottom product is called buttons. How do they operate? The feed enters the column and in emergency state. At the bottom, the boiler props it and generates vapor. This vapor rises through the column. After that, the condenser cools the vapor, and part of the condensed liquid returns to the column and reflux. This vapor liquid contact allows the separation of the mixture. My components. A distillation column has several important components. The main parts are the column shield, drive or spaking, feed inlets, condenser, reflux drum, reflux stream, reboiler, distillated outlet, and Botos outlet. Each component helps control the separation process and recover the distilled products. Principle of separation. Distillation is based on the difference in volatility between the components of a mixture. Components with lower boiling points evaporation more easy and concentrate at the top of column. Less volatile components remain mainly in the liquid space and concentrated at bottom. This process depends on vapor liquid equilibrium and relative volatility. Types of distillation columns. Here are different types of distillation columns. Some examples are tray columns, baked columns, atmospheric distillation columns, fractional distillation columns, and azeotropic or extractive distillation columns. The selection depends on mixture, pressure, temperature, separation difficulty, and process requirements. Trace ice spiking. Trace ice spiking are internal elements used to form contact between vapor and liquid. Trace allow vapor to the bubble through the liquid. Common trace are save trace, velvet trace, and bubble cap trace. Piking provides a large surface area for mass transfers. I can be random piking or structured piking. Important design variables. The, dis- the design of distillation column depends on several variables. Some important variables are feed composition, feed flow rate, operation temperature, pressure, number of stage, reflux radio, reboiler heat duty, condenser heat duty, column diameter, column height, pressure drop, and required product purity, as these variables affect the efficiency and cost of the separation. Where are they used? Distillation columns are used in many industrial processes. They are common in petroleum refineries, hydrocarbon separation, ethanol production, solvent purification, petrochemical plants, pharmaceutical industry, and food industry. Advantage and disadvantage. The main advantage of distillation column are that they can produce high purity products, operate continually, and be used large at industrial scale. However, they also have disadvantage. They require high energy consumption, careful control, and large equipment. They may also have problems such as flooding, entrainment, forming, and difficultation at a separate mixture. New word learned. So, main technical words learned are relative volatility, rectification section, stripping section, Murphy efficiencies, McKay-Till method, reflux radio, feed stage, floating, waving, and entrainment. The third are important for understanding the design and operation of distillation columns. Question. In this slide, I present five questions about the topic. The question focus on the main function of on distillation column, the top product, the function of the boiler, the function on reflux, and why more volatile components concentrate at the top. Conclusions. In conclusion, distillation columns are essential equipment in chemical engineering because this separate liquid mixture through vapor liquid contact. The operation depends of supply bitter boiler, condensation at the top, reflux, and mass transfer inside the column. Also, they are efficient and widely used. They also require weight, energy, consumption, and proper process control. Thank you very much for your attention.